What looks like a giant spaceship parked in the lush flats of Cupertino, California, is actually tech giant Apple's new HQ. It was originally estimated that the campus would cost just $500 million to put together. However, the land alone cost $160 million, and the costs quickly started to overrun. By 2011, the budget in place had multiplied to a little under $3 billion.
From $500 million to $3 billion. Unbelievable. That's the way it usually works, doesn't it? All those guys have a budget. And I guess when it comes to Apple, they only know how to do it one way, and that's the best.
Apple are looking at a bill closer to $5. A $5 billion build is a big sum of money for any company to justify. Any company except Apple.
It's supposed to start by costing $500 million. That was in 2006, I think it was. You can imagine how much their business grew. I guess to put more money would have just made sense.
Apple and the designers put a lot of effort into making the park fit seamlessly into nature, planting over 9,000 drought-resistant trees throughout the grounds, including cherry, apricot, olive, and of course, a few varieties of apple.
Is your mind going to the same place mine is? Why apricot? Why olives? I know why apple, but why those particular plants?
To encourage workers to maintain a healthy lifestyle, the grounds feature 3.2 kilometers worth of various walking and running trails, as well as 1,000 bikes that can be used to commute between the buildings. Other lifestyle facilities include a gym, wellness center, and a couple of basketball courts.
They look after their staff. Just a bit of inside information, I guess, for anyone who's sort of in the business, or the best marketers for your business are your staff. There's no question there.
All of the buildings are incredibly eco-friendly, with the main ring construction being home to one of the world's largest rooftop solar farms. The solar-covered roof generates up to 17 megawatts of power, which is enough to meet 75% of the campus's energy demand during peak times. The rest of the campus's needs are met by on-site fuel cells powered by biofuel or natural gas. The main building also utilizes a natural ventilation system, meaning that it doesn't use traditional heating and cooling methods for 9 months of the year.
Look, sustainability definitely speaks to the consumer, right? That's the world they're in. It's a young generation that's building their brand, and the young generation is sustainability, sustainability, sustainability. Apple is something else, and we all know that, I guess. If you haven't discovered that by now, wake up.
It has over 1.2 million square feet of office space and enough room to accommodate up to 12,000 members of staff. To bring the outside world in, the designers incorporated a lot of glass into the build, and the construction even features the largest curved glass panes in the world.
It's not about just a great design. They would have got the designer would have said, right, how are we going to make our staff the most productive? Because they're about innovation. So they want to create a space or an environment where staff are going to innovate. But that's what the top in the world do.
Despite being hidden from sight, one of the most amazing spaceship features happens to be found deep underground.
Why a spaceship? Is it because we're talking futuristic? There's something to it. So the more you could tell me, comment below, please. I really want to know.
The main ring is one of the few buildings in the US and the world to make use of base isolation, which protects the ring from even the worst of Californian earthquakes. The isolation system is made up of 692 huge stainless steel plates, which allow the building to shift up to 4 feet in any given direction without causing any structural damage. Also to be found underground is an expansive parking area and road network that's completely hidden from sight.
They're not even sharing everything with us. I reckon they've decided on things that they're not prepared to share with the world. Because they're thinking 20, 50 years ahead. And I wonder how much Steve Jobs had to do with it. I'm sure he did a hell of a lot.
The huge catering team says it has enough capacity to feed around 15,000 people every lunchtime, so there's definitely some growing room if Apple decides to expand its already huge workforce.
The next time you go to an Apple store and you notice what they've got those little laptops on, the same company building the tables for their cafes as well as their office in California. And I could also share with you, I know that from a mate, so anywhere they open an Apple shop, the furniture, the wires, whatever you see in that Apple shop has to come from the same company around the world.
Apple has thought of everything, from their environmental footprint to keeping their workforce full up with food, leisure and creativity. There have been a few complaints about the open plan office spaces, with some workers saying that they are distracting, counterproductive and removes opportunity for privacy.
You can't please everyone, can you? See? They built the greatest facility that you could think of. There was no shortcut taken, and still people are not happy. So take that in mind, you can never please everyone.
But still, the futuristic facility has been incredibly well received and has set a new world standard in how amazing a work environment can truly be.
Steve Jobs, you're something else. What you've created, he's changed the world in so many ways. And we think he's changed the world by the device that we have in our hands. Apple, I'll take my hat off to you. Hope you've enjoyed it too. Till next time, guys, enjoy.